Alright, so I want to start this video off by saying I'm not super attractive. I've just been able to improve my attractiveness over the past couple of years. And if you just look at this photo compared to this photo of me when I was younger compared to me now, there's a major difference. And I've been able to improve my attractiveness from doing a few steps and a few things that I'm going to teach you in this video. So before someone goes in the comments and they're like, but Adam, you're actually ugly, so like, what are you trying to say, telling us that you can improve your looks by doing this? You're still ugly, so this is all false. Man, I'm not saying I'm like some super handsome guy with a chiseled jawline. I've just been able to improve my attractiveness, so that's why I think I could help you out. So the first and biggest thing you absolutely need to be physically attractive is big muscles. And there's a few muscles in particular that make you more attractive, which we're gonna break down. But I'm sure you've heard, oh, you know, you don't need to be attractive and like with big muscles. What about my personality? Who's gonna get to know your personality if you're fat, you smell like shit, and you just don't look approachable? How is someone gonna get to know your personality? And also on top of that, working out is a personality. Like, it's part of your personality, and it's something that, say, girls or that anyone really looks out for in someone who's a good partner. Of course, someone's gonna be looking for someone who takes care of themselves. So that was a bit of a side rant, but the muscles you need in particular to look attractive are your arms, particularly your shoulders, the chest, the back for that V-taper look, and the upper traps and neck, and also quads. Now you're gonna wanna particularly target these muscles in your workouts. I'm not saying just work out these muscles. I'm saying put more focus into these muscle groups than the other ones, and you will start to look more attractive. The reason we want bigger shoulders and a bigger back is to give us that triangle V-taper Dorito look. I'm sure you've seen it before. I'll pull up a photo of someone who has it, and you can probably tell it's a pretty nice look. And I mean, this is the equivalent of that hourglass shape on a woman is the V-taper for a guy. So if you have this shape, you immediately look more attractive. The next thing you and me both need right now, as you can tell, is a haircut. You absolutely need haircuts. Look at this. I know I've been pulling up a lot of photos, but just look at this photo of me when I was younger, bro. With the long hair, it's all untamed, it's all fucking curly and tangly and naughty. Like, bro, I don't even know why I thought that looked good. I legit had that haircut for a long ass time. I have no clue why I ever thought it looked good. But you need to get a haircut. And I'm not gonna sit there with a gun to your head being like, get your haircut short, get your haircut short. Although I promise you it will make 99% of guys who have long hair look better if they just got it cut short. There might be a few guys who will actually look better with long hair. But at least keep it tamed. At least brush it out. At least put the proper treatments in it. At least get those fucking long dead ends trimmed. Don't just be like, oh, but I want to keep my long hair because my long hair looks better. And then have like curly, tangly hair like I did. Like, bro, don't do that. You don't look good. You just look crusty. When I originally got my hair cut, this was me before I got my hair cut. Just like a few days, maybe even the day before if I can find the right photo. And this was me immediately after. Immediately after. Look at the attractiveness difference. This is within a few days of each other. With any of these other steps, they're gonna take more than a few days. You're gonna have to hit the gym for a few months to improve these muscles. Won't spoil it, but with the other things, yeah, it's gonna take a little while for you to get the actual good benefits from it. But when you get a haircut and you go to a good barber, like if you can spend money on one thing, there's a few things you can spend your money on, but your attractiveness is something I'd spend my money on. So if you can get a nice barber, tip him well, make sure that he wants you to look right. Don't just go to like some Clippers $13 haircuts. Like, obviously you're gonna look like shit if you go to those places. You need to go somewhere where the guy actually is getting paid enough to spend time to make sure your hair is perfectly aligned and square, not just like, alright, but what do you want? Quick fade? Alright, sounds good, man. Like, you need someone who actually is gonna take care of it. But when you immediately look at the difference, I never want to go back to that long hair because of how much better I look now. As you can tell, it's been a little while, bro. You know, I'm not gonna lie. I could use one right now. It's kind of getting a little long, but hey, you know, that's how it is, man. After that, you're gonna wanna do skincare. Now, skincare doesn't guarantee that you're not gonna get a few pimples on your face, but you know, which would be better? An oily, greasy face that's probably gonna get quite a few pimples just from how much oil's on it, or a nice clean face that you just washed, put some nice moisturizer on it. Obviously, you'll look better if you just cleaned your face, it's not greasy. So if you just get a nice toner, cleanser, moisturizer, you'll pretty much be good for skincare. Next, we need to fix your posture. So right now, if you're currently watching this video on your phone or on your computer, and you look like this, bro, if you look, not like, all right, that's a little bit of an exaggeration, but if you're like this, bro, I assure you, you will look like ass doing that. If you're on your computer and your neck's all like forward, like this, bro, you're gonna look terrible doing that. So the first thing we need to do before we get into like the exercises and stuff to fix your posture is bring that phone from down here to up here. If you've ever seen someone who looks weird on their phone, be like that guy. Be like the guy who's walking around with his phone like this. I'm sure you've seen so many people be on their phone down like this that you probably think to yourself, oh bro, what the hell is that guy walking on his phone, and he's just like, that's what you see old people do. But it's because old people have back pain, and that helps them because it fixes their posture. So after you just be a little bit more conscious about your posture and make sure that you keep your head straight, and that when you're on your phone or when you're on your computer, you're nice and straight. Like, I'm not saying you need to be like all the way up here, but like just be conscious about your shoulder positioning. Try and keep your shoulders pressed up against whatever chair you're on. Try and keep your neck back. I even struggle with this sometimes, but try and be conscious of these little things, and that will help you improve your posture. Now, after that, you're gonna wanna do a few exercises, starting with number 1, which is called chin tucks. Don't laugh, bro, but you're gonna wanna go like this and tuck your chin and make a double chin almost. So you wanna tuck your chin, hold it, and then go back. And that's gonna help bring your neck back. It's gonna help you get that straight alignment. Then the next one you're gonna wanna do is for your shoulder posture, which is band pull-aparts, which I've talked about before because they are just goated exercise. They're really good. So you just grab a band, or you grab one of those little like green stretchy bands, like the light one, and you just go like that, stretch it out. Or you could do face pulls too. These ones, those will help, but that one's better. If you compare those both, then you'll have a lot better posture, which will obviously make you look more attractive, because when you're walking around, if you're nice and straight and upright, you just look better. Of course you're gonna look better, your physique is gonna look better, you'll look more confident because your chin will be high, you'll be walking around, you'll be looking nice. I'm sure you've seen someone with good posture, and without even realizing it, you probably thought, oh, that guy looks like, not, no homo, but like, oh, that guy looks good, you know, like, that's good posture. And finally, we need to do something called mewing to give you a sharp jawline. Now, mewing means deliberately nasal breathing. Now, I've made a video about like how to mew and stuff. It will be somewhere up here, then you can go click on that and watch that after this. But mewing is not just nasal breathing, but tongue posture. So I've talked about this in the video up there, you can go click on that. But the correct posture, which is kind of funny, but posture for your tongue, there is a correct posture for your tongue to be in, is up, pressed against the roof of your mouth, not your teeth, the back roof, almost like you're swallowing. That's where you want your tongue to be all day. Now, I've showed you guys this example before, but just look at the difference. So my tongue's relaxed at the bottom compared to at the top. It makes a huge difference. Your jawline goes from looking all like weird and baggy to actually looking sharp. And again, I'll pull up the photos, you know, I'm sure you guys want to see. This was me just about 6 to 8 months ago when I first started mewing, and I was like, oh, you know, I was just trying it to see, I've heard about it, wanted to see it if it actually worked. And this is me now. Like, the jawline difference is insane. And it's also good for your health, which is just all around a bonus. So, tongue posture, deliberately nasal breathing throughout the day, and also grabbing a little piece of tape, and just literally what I do, I just grab a piece of tape like this. It's like a little small piece of tape when I'm sleeping. You look weird, but if you sleep with a little piece of tape, it reminds your brain that obviously, okay, your brain goes to use your mouth, it's like, oh, that's weird, it's closed. All right, there's another way to get air. So I know I used to think this too, but like, oh, what if my nose gets clogged and then I can't breathe? Bro, like, a little bit of it got in my mouth, but you can open it easily. If you needed to breathe, if you were like panicking, you could either just, and the tape will come off, or you can just like open the sides of your mouth. Like, either way, you'll be able to breathe if you absolutely need to breathe. All right, hopefully this video helped you, bro. Be a doer, not a thinker. See you, man.